Now, CJ, I know that whoop-de clout is most definitely different, but you might want to rethink how you're moving out here. Considering some of the things we've seen from his end, is CJ in danger though? That's a good question. So yeah. Let's talk about it. Now, this video topic was actually inspired by my good UK brother, Trap Lil Ross. He made a really good video about this topic, so shout out to my guy. I'll leave a link to his video in the description below. We're all familiar with CJ at this point though. He's a rapper out of Staten Island, New York, who blew up last summer with the song Whoop De. Like that video I made on him that you should definitely check out. He's a very strange rapper. I still don't know too much about CJ, honestly. His blow up was so sudden. He honestly feels like a completely separate entity from the rap industry. We of course found out that he had an uncle who's been working in the music industry for a while, so he already had his foot inside the door from the get-go. That aside though, regarding CJ being in danger, a couple things to bring up here. Something I forgot to mention in my last video about him, the whoop-de term. Where does it come from? CJ does after all have an entire song named Whoop-de. The term was actually originated by the Bloodhound Brims, which is a gang from New York. Whoop-de is pretty much used as a way to greet other members and show respect. However, when CJ was asked by Fat Joe what whoop-de meant though, this was his response.
Whoop-de? What does whoop-de mean, man?
Yeah, it's just a roll call, man. It's a worldwide thing now. I got kids. I got kids saying it. You know what I'm saying? I got older folks saying it. So it's a worldwide thing now. I made it a worldwide thing. But yeah, it's just a term that
Yeah, but is it a word like you used to say with your homies and all that? Like
yeah, exactly. Like
and then you say, I'm throwing whoop-de in the song and make that shit.
That's it. It's worldwide now. It's global now.
CJ was being a little bit evasive, as you could hear, and not really explaining what the term meant or where it actually came from. He also took full credit for the term, which came with some repercussions. Latik LeBrim Johnson, leader of the Bloodhound Brims, who's currently serving 30 years in prison for his connection with the leadership role of the gang, spoke out from behind bars a couple months ago and checked CJ. This is what he said.
Yeah, this your boy Latik LeBrim Johnson. So I'm going to take a moment to set the record straight for you. I see there's a lot of controversy over this whoopty thing. So first and foremost, CJ made a hot song, but the content that he used is not his content. So his foundation is based off a lie. He's not whoopty. He don't know nothing about whoopty. He just seen a fly splash and he jacked it, which is a smart move, but in life you got to show respect and you can't live a lie. Now you jacking something that they got dudes in jail for. There's allegations behind that word right there that made it such a splash for you to want to jack it. They gave me 30 years for a lifestyle full of allegations of a lifestyle that you talking about that you never lived. And that shit don't add up, shorty. Like, you trying to take something from people that you can't take. So, for the record, whoopty is not CJ's. That shit belonged to the Jet. I ain't even gonna say it's just mine. It belonged to the Jet. It's not his at all.
So LeBrim is saying that CJ is profiting off of something he has no kind of ties to, something him and his guys are currently serving big time for. China Mac, who's a rapper, former gang member, who's actually also a friend of LeBrim, said the following about this.
This kid, CJ, basically didn't have no ties to them or whatever, and just basically just jack they whole shit.
So what we have here is another case of the 6ix9ine strategy. The difference between Tekashi and CJ though is 6ix9ine was actually connected, right? He was actually in the midst of it all. That's why he got locked up in the first place. When it comes to CJ though, from what the leader LeBrim is saying, CJ has zero ties to them. He's an outsider who took the whoop-de term, made it his, didn't pay any kind of homage to the source, and is essentially making millions from it. 22Gz, one of the originators, if not the originator of the Brooklyn drill wave, he dissed CJ earlier this year. He went at CJ earlier this year on the Whoop-de beat. His remix was titled Goofy. However, the song ended up getting taken down, presumably by CJ's camp, and CJ responded to 22Gz by saying,
like, I will really beat the shit out of one of y'all niggas. No cap. So, at the end of the day, and I don't really like doing this because we all from the towns, we all from New York, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, them niggas is mention my name first. So when I make my little songs and I make my little comments and shit, it's a problem, right? Listen, them niggas could both suck dick respectfully. And I'll say it again, and I'm gonna keep saying it.
Brooklyn rapper Busy Banks was also one of the people who CJ dissed right there. Earlier this year, Busy called out CJ on IG by saying, "That nigga CJ needs to give me my credit, no cap. Nigga jacking my lingo and flow, I'm tired of not getting the recognition I deserve. I started this new wave of drill rap. Let's talk about it." I saw this one post on, I think it was Instagram, where Busy's song was being compared to CJ's records, and I gotta say, I think we have a he copied my whole fucking flow type of situation going on here. CJ's not backing down from any of this heat though. He's actually been responded to, for example, 22G's on some of his records, made a couple references about aiming for his head, and a couple other things. So CJ got the entire city of New York against him. He doesn't have much support or love at all. He's obviously stealing lingos from the Bloodhound Brims, isn't paying any homage to them, is beefing with some of the more respected rappers from the Brooklyn drill scene, is actually still rocking red, which represents the Bloods, in his music videos despite being disowned by the leader who's currently serving 30 years in a pen. People were doubting CJ from the second he got in the game as far as the gang talk, because it's all over the music, that's the image he's rocking with and profiting off of, but he's not really about it and has never been, according to real members. I don't know what CJ is trying to do. I don't know if he has an end goal in mind, but is this the best way to go? Absolutely not. 6ix9ine is a really good example of how these things usually end. And as for CJ, if you want to keep on looking over your shoulder for the rest of your career, then keep on doing what you're doing. Just make sure you're ready for the smoke, right? This is dangerous territory you're stepping on. And again, if that's the way you want to do it, then hey, have at it. And just realize that these things don't go unanswered. Do I think something is going to happen to CJ? Can't answer that for sure, but he is most definitely playing with fire. But yeah, CJ is putting himself in danger, or is he? What do you think? After everything I've talked about, do you think he's in danger? Definitely let me know in the comment section below. Let's have a discussion about this.